श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम ओम अखंडानंदसंबोधः वंदनात् यस्य जायते गोविंदं तमहं वंदे चिदानंदतनुं गुरुम्. So we are seeing how we can gain the manah-prasādā, meaning the dhamma. So regarding that, he said, pranayama, through pranayama, you can gain the sense organ control and the mind control, manah-prasādā. But pranayama, based on the digdeshakala, etc. rules, whatever rules the yoga shastra and other shastras prescribe, based on that, whatever you practice, by that you will be able to definitely gain control over the mind. There is no doubt about it. But the problem with that is, he said, if you have the idea of samyak drishtya, that it is nice, then that very idea becomes a adamaha, becomes hanyate, a destroying cause, because you lose the dhamma, the control. So, therefore, he said, tad dhiman analasaha chitta shanti prayatna dhamam kuryat. Therefore, this intellect one, this intelligent one, this man of valor, this person of valor should practice the dhamma without any laziness, with full effect, full force. Okay? Now, sarvendriyāṇāṃ gatinigraheṇa bhogyeṣu doṣādyavamarśanena īśaprasādācca guroḥ prasādā cchāntiṃ samāyātyacireṇa cittam. The final shloka of Dhamma, he says, sarvendriyāṇāṃ gatinigraheṇa bhogyeṣu doṣādyavamarśanena īśaprasādācca guroḥ prasādā cchāntiṃ samāyātyacireṇa cittam. Okay. Sarvendriyāṇāṃ gatinigraheṇa. Sarvendriyāṇāṃ, all the sense organs. Gatinigraheṇa. Gati means movement. Nigraha means control. Controlling the movement of all the sense organs. By controlling the movement of all the sense organs, how do you do that? Bhogyeṣu doṣādyavamarśanena. In the bhogya, in the object of sense organ, you have to see the defects also. Sarvendriyāṇāṃ gatinigraheṇa, by controlling the speed. That is why we said slowly, shanaihi. Because controlling the sense organ is not something which you can gain immediately. We have been repeating it again and again. So slowly you have to control the speed at which it runs towards the sense object. And by doing that, gatinigraheṇa, by controlling that, how do you do that? Bhogyeṣu doṣādyavamarśanena, by seeing the defects in the bhogya. Bhogya means the object of sense organs. In the object of sense organs, you have to see the defect. That is what we keep repeating again and again. Vishayeshu doṣam pashya. What is the defect in the object? You don't have to individually dissect each one of the object. Vishayam vishatulyaha. The object itself is like poison. That itself is a defect. Object means defective. Over. That is the way. This is in tandem with the previous shloka. Samyak drishtya. Samyak drishti, if you have the idea that it is a good, you are destroyed. But if you have the idea that it is defective, and you escape, then, okay, good, I have the strength, I'll follow this yoga and control my sense organs, because Yoga Sutra and the yoga, the practice of yoga, or the other sadhanas, whatever it is. So those sadhanas, by that you can control your sense organs. Okay, fine, but I can do it. That is not something which you perform individually. You cannot gain the total control alone. That is why he says, īśaprasādācca guroḥ prasādā, through the grace of Ishvara and through the grace of Guru. Because these people, they don't believe in the Ishvara. Yogis believe, of course, but there are some people, even in Vedanti group, there are some people who don't want to accept the Ishvara. They want to just dismiss it. So, meaning it is not in the case of, in the sense of the true Vedantic idea. No, they want to not accept. That's all. Over. From the background of uh, some distorted ideas. So they don't want. So īśaprasādācca, without īśaprasādācca and guroḥ. So we saw it in the beginning. In the beginning of all this, he said you need to have ātmakripa during the prasādā. He said you have to have ātmakripa, you have to have īśaprasādācca, you have to have the guroḥ. Without these three kripas, without these three grace, you cannot gain. Ātmakripa is a sarvendriyāṇāṃ gatinigraheṇa bhogyeṣu doṣādyavamarśanena. Ātmakripa, the grace of oneself, mind, is by seeing the defect in the sense objects. Okay. Then īśaprasādācca, by worshipping īśaprasādācca and guroḥ. Guroḥ by following whatever he taught. That's the important thing. Okay. Guroḥ. Through all these three grace, what will I gain? Cittam acireṇa cchāntiṃ samāyāti. The mind immediately, not with a long delay, cchāntiṃ samāyāti, gains peace. Shanti, shama, gains the shama. Okay. No. So shama and dama are over. Now, among the shatka sampatti, shama, dama, titikṣa. The third one is titikṣa. Okay. Shama, dama, uparati, titikṣa, like that some group follows. There is no need for any fixed idea. If you want to remember, you can say some shama, dama, uparati, titikṣa, samadhana, shraddha. That is the order. But this is not a fixed order. Anything can be brought anywhere. So the third one, he says, he takes it as the third one, which is titikṣa. Okay, forbearance. Now, ādhyātmikādi yadduḥkhaṃ prāptaṃ prārabdhavegataḥ acintayā tatsahanaṃ titikṣeti nigadyate. ādhyātmikādi yadduḥkhaṃ prāptaṃ prārabdhavegataḥ acintayā tatsahanaṃ titikṣeti nigadyate. What is titikṣa? ādhyātmikādi yadduḥkhaṃ prārabdhavegataḥ prāptaṃ. ādhyātmikādi. Ādhyātmika, adi atmani bhava. Things which you gain through the body sense organ complex. Ādhyātmika. We see it from the introduction. The Mangalacharana, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. From there we are being seeing this Ādhyātmika, etc. 3. Ādhyātmika. Then ādhi-bhautika. The troubles, the pain which is caused by these elements. Okay, external elements. Then ādhi-daivika. The troubles caused by the deities, like the rain, heat, etc. Okay. So these three, ādhyātmika, ādhi-bhautika, ādhi-daivika, all these three, yadduḥkhaṃ prāptaṃ, whatever sorrow we gain because of these three, whatever pain we experience because of these three, and remember, there is an adjective to this pain which we gain, receive, which is a prārabdhavegataḥ, important keyword, prārabdhavegataḥ, according to our prārabdha karma, not because of the purushartha karma. See, people, okay, purushartha also we can include. No, you cannot include purushartha. Why? See the thing. Purushartha is a human effort, human pursuit, free will, and the prārabdha is a fate. Okay, so through my free will, I am working on something, and because of which I experience pain. I put on some effort, and because of which I experience pain. Now you think that this effort cost me this pain. No. Purushartha is not that simple. This human pursuit, this free will is not that simple. This is not the pain which is immediately gained because of your human pursuit. This is something which is going to wait for you in the next birth if you take next birth. Remember that. So we are not talking about that because this is going to be a prārabdha for the next birth. This is not the pain which you received because of this effort which you put in. Okay, so we are not discussing about the purushartha. So he says prārabdhavegataḥ. Because of my fate, something comes in. Because of this fate, I'm going to experience something bad or good, whatever it may be. That acintayā sahanam, without even thinking about it, accepting it. That acceptance is what is called as titikṣa, forbearance. Iti nigadyate. What is this? Like I'm traveling in a train. Let us suppose I'm traveling in a train. Okay. Now you try a train, bus, whatever you are traveling in, train, bus, car, or in whichever vehicle, or flight, whatever. Okay. Now you are hungry and you buy something or you get something, some food. You buy something and you eat. You wanted to eat this good food. So you saw that name and you said, oh, pizza, something, some idea. Okay. So you wanted to buy it and eat it because you like that food. So you buy it. And that is the worst kind of food of that order which you can get anywhere. It is such a worst stale kind of food. You bought it and you didn't buy food, you bought pain actually. Right? Now, let us suppose you are hungry. This scenario 1 over. You are experiencing pain, you bought pain. Now, scenario 1 over. Scenario 2. You are hungry. Now you accept it. You accept it as one of the vratas, one of the fastings. Titikṣeti nigadyate. That is what is forbearance, right? So, acintayā, without thinking about it. Okay, no food, no problem. Okay, fine. That does not mean you have to starve. If you get food, you buy and eat it. But when you buy it, you don't have to think more about it. That's the idea. Okay. Now, next is rakṣā titikṣāsadṛśī mumukṣo na nigadyate asau pavinā na bhidyate yāmeva dhṛtvā kavacīva vighnān nsarvāṃstṛṇīkṛtya jayanti māyāṃ. rakṣā titikṣāsadṛśī mumukṣo na vidyate asau pavinā na bhidyate yāmeva dhṛtvā kavacīva vighnān sarvān trīnīkṛtya jayanti māyāṃ. So he says, mumukṣo, for the mumukṣo, not just for the mumukṣo, for everyone. Okay, especially for mumukṣo. In Tamil, there is a saying, Poruttar Bhumi Alvar. Poruttar means a person who has forbearance. Titikṣa. Bhumi means earth. Alvar means he will rule. The person who has a forbearance will rule the earth. That is the idea. Okay. Now, here, mumukṣo, especially for mumukṣu. titikṣāsadṛśī rakṣā na vidyate. Rakṣā means protection. There is no protection which is similar to, which is equal to titikṣa. Titikṣāsadṛśī. Titikṣāsadṛśī. Sadṛśī means equivalent, which is equivalent to titikṣa. Okay? Na vidyate. There is nothing available like that. There is no protection which is equivalent of titikṣa for the mumukṣu. Asau pavinā na bhidyate. This cannot be destroyed. This titikṣa cannot be destroyed even by pavi. Pavi means pavinā, by pavi. Pavi means in Sanskrit we call it vajra. Vajra is the thunderbolt. Okay, when you have the lightning, there is this. They say that lightning is it's a weapon. Vajra is a weapon in the hands of Indra. It's like lightning. You look at it, it will look like a lightning. One of the strongest of elements, they say, is Vajra. In childhood, they used to say, like, if the lightning falls on a cow dung, it will become that you will be able to find that metal and all. I never went and searched for, so I didn't get it. So anyway, the point is, it is a very strong metal. See, diamond is a very strong one, but you can cut diamond using another diamond or something like that. Okay. But here you cannot destroy this. This is the strongest of everything. Okay. Now, this also cannot destroy your titiksha. Even the strongest of problems, pains should not disturb you. That's the idea, actually. So it's not, it cannot be destroyed by fire. It cannot be made wet by water, etc. That's not the idea here. Even the strongest of strong cannot destroy you, cannot break you. If you have that titiksha, acceptance, forbearance. Yāmeva dhṛtvā, kavacīva. Like a armor, kavacha, yasya asti iti kavachi. One who has kavacha means armor. Like one having the armor, having this as the armor, yāmeva dhṛtvā, yām titikṣāmeva dhṛtvā, having this titiksha as the armor, has this forbearance as the armor. This is a double kind of armor. It's a twin blade armor. Like in one side it is a protective, another side it is destructive also. Holding this titiksha, he says, sarvāṃ vighnāṃ ṣṛṇīkṛtya. He destroys all the obstacles. Meaning, he does not respect the obstacles. He does not treat the obstacles as obstacles. He does not care about it. He does not mind about it. He just discards them. He just accepts them. Over. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't taunt him, trouble him. So, ṣṛṇīkṛtya, by destroying the obstacles, truna means straw. ṣṛṇīkṛtya means by making it pieces, into pieces. That's the idea. By making it into useless pieces. Māyāṃ jayanti. He gains victory over Maya. Earlier, Shama, he gains moksha, he said. Then Dhamma, while discussing about Dhamma, he said he'll be able to gain mukti without any difficulty. Now, he will gain victory over Maya. Victory over Maya is a liberation, right? So, now, next. Shamavatameva hi yoga siddhihi svarājya lakshmi sukha bhoga siddhihi kṣamā vihīnā nipatanti vignaihi vātairhata varnacaya iva drumāt. But where is it said? Who says that it is gaining victory over Maya is liberation? Listen. Kṣamāvatam eva hi yoga siddhi. Svarājya lakshmi sukha bhoga siddhi. Kṣamā vihīnā nipatanti vignaihi. Vātaihi hata parnacaya iva drumāt. So there is direct concomitance and indirect concomitance. Anvaya and Vyatireka. By both Anvaya and Vyatireka, he is explaining the results of Kṣama. Kṣamāvatam eva. Kṣamāvata, one who has Kṣama. Kṣamāvatam, one who has Kṣama. Only for him. Eva, only for him. Yoga siddhi. The accomplishments of yoga. The 8 siddhis we call it. Anima, Lagima, Mahima, etc. Okay. So, all those siddhis he will gain. Then, not just that, it's worldly. Svarājya lakshmi sukha bhoga siddhihi. He will also gain the svarājya lakshmi sukha bhoga. The wealth of svarājya. The enjoyments of the wealth of svarājya. Swarajya is svarājya. Swa is a word which is used. It's not the word which is used in the logician's perspective. This is a word which is a Sanskrit word which is used in the sense of atma, relatives, wealth. In all these meanings, you have swa. Here, in the sense of atma, atma rajya siddhihi. You will be able to gain the wealth, sukha bhoga, the experience of the bliss of the atma rajya, your inherent nature, ananda. You will be able to experience that. So, if you have kṣama, if you have titiksha, kṣama and titiksha are same. If you have titiksha, you will be able to gain the yoga siddhi, which is worldly, and you will be able to gain the non-worldly. Yoga siddhi is worldly. It is not something that accomplishments are not something the supernatural accomplishments are not something which is otherworldly or superworldly. No. They are worldly, because in Yoga Sutra itself, he says, te vitthane siddhaya te vitthane siddhaya samadho upasargaha te samadho upasargaha vitthane siddhaya. That's samadho upasargaha. They are obstacles for samadhi. Vitthane, in the samsara siddhi, they are called as accomplishments. Okay, so these worldly and the samadhi, swarajya siddhi, both you will be able to gain if you have kshama. Only the person who has kshama titiksha, he will be able to gain. Forbearance, he will be able to gain. Okay, not just that. Vataihi hata drumat parnachaya iva. Now that if you have kshama, if you have titiksha, you will gain the worldly and the absolute bliss. But if you don't have, what will happen to you? So he is giving an example first and then explaining the exemplified. First example, Vataihi hata. Vataihi, vata means air, wind. Hata, beaten. Drumat, tree. Parnachaya iva, leaves. Like the leaves fall when the wind hits it. When a strong wind hits it, even the tree falls. Similarly, kshama vihina, a person who is devoid of kshama, forbearance, acceptance, titiksha, vignaihi nipatanti, he will be destroyed by the vignas. He will be destroyed by the vignas. Earlier he said the vignas, he will destroy the vignas, all the obstacles. They won't torture him, trouble him. Here, for a person who does not have the forbearance, the obstacles will destroy him. Now, here they won't get the absolute. That's the idea. Titikṣaya tapodanam yajñastīrthavratam śrutam bhūti svargo'pavargaśca prāpyate tattadarthibihi. And what and all can you gain through this titiksha? Kshama. So he says, titikṣaya tapaha danam yajñah tīrtham vratam śrutam bhūtihi svargaha apavargaśca prāpyate tattadarthibihi. Tattadarthibihi titikṣaya prāpyate. Whatever you desire, whatever it may be, titikṣaya prāpyate. With forbearance, you will gain that. If you have forbearance, you will be able to gain whatever you desire for. What kind of desires you say? So he says, tapaha, penance. If you want to achieve penance, you have to have titiksha, forbearance. How? See, if you have to sit and do japa, let us suppose. Now, while doing japa, your legs will pain. So, or your mind will run behind some disturbance or other will come. You say, no, I am going to do japa for 1 hour. Let me do it over. If you have that forbearance, acceptance, that kind of titiksha, then you will be able to complete your japa. Tapas is possible. Okay, danam, you will be able to do the charity. Yajñah, you will be able to do the fire oblations also. How? Because fire oblations, similarly like the japa, etc., fire oblations means you have to sit and do things, and that you will have to spend money and all that. So you accept it. Okay, it's okay. So tirtha means visiting the holy places and doing holy things. Vratam, you are fasting, etc. All these other kinds of practices, spiritual practices. Shrutam means studies. Only if you have titiksha, you will be able to study. Bhuti means wealth. You can achieve wealth only if you have titiksha. Svargaha, heaven also only if you have titiksha. Apavargaśca, liberation also. Apavarga is the word for liberation. Apavarga is also a word for moksha. What is apavarga? Pavargaha yasmin yasya na vidyate iti. Yasmin or yasya does not really matter. In which or for which there is no pavarga. That is apavarga. What does that mean? Pavarga. What does pavarga means? Absence of pavarga is apavarga. Na pavarga iti apavarga. What is pavarga? Pavarga is pavarga. Pavarga is not one word. Pavarga. Varga means group. The pa group, the group of pa. In Sanskrit, when we say pavarga, it is pa, ba, bha, ma. These 5 characters, pa, ba, bha, ma. These 5 characters are called as pavarga. Okay. Now, how can absence of these 5 characters be moksha, liberation? For that, we have to understand what we mean by papa bhavama. Pa, papa punya. The good deeds and bad deeds, virtue and vice. Pha, phala, the results. Bandha, bondage. Bhaya, fear. Then mrityu, marana, death. So there is no, in liberation, apavarga, liberation, moksha, there is no punya papa, there is no association with punya papa. It is not a result, phala. There is no bondage, it is liberation. And there is no association with bondage. And then for us, there is no association with fear. There is no fear there. Fearless state is moksha, and there is no death. So therefore he says apavarga. So you will also be able to gain the liberation only if you have titiksha. Whichever you desire, tattadarthavi, whatever you desire, tat prapyate. You will gain that. That's the idea. Okay. Now, not just that. He says brahmacharyam ahimsa cha sadhunamapyagarhanam parakshepadi sahanam titikshoreva siddhyati. Brahmacharyam ahimsa cha sadhunam api agarhanam para akshepadi sahanam titikshoreva siddhyati. Brahmacharyam ahimsa cha. See, brahmacharyam ahimsa, we saw the 18 set of qualities which you need to gain manaprasādā. So he is bringing that brahmacharyam ahimsa. So you have to include all the other qualities also here, okay, for manaprasādā. So brahmacharyam ahimsa, with cha you can include all the other qualities. Okay, it is not brahmacharya and ahimsa, not just that. With cha, all the other qualities also you can bring in. Sadhunam agarhanam. We know what brahmacharya and what ahimsa is. Brahmacharya, celibacy. Ahimsa, non-violence. Sadhunam apyagarhanam. Sadhunam api agarhanam. Not bad-mouthing the good people. Sadhu here is not, sadhu, the word here is not the used in the sense of sadhu, which we normally refer to the monk or a spiritual seeker. He is a sadhu, he is sadhu. Sadhu means good people. That is why we say, when we say good, good, nice, nice, we have to say sadhu, sadhu. Very nice. Sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu. That is a word for good or nice or okay. So here, sadhunam, for people who are good, not bad mouthing them. Okay. So that is a sadhunam pigarhanam. Okay. I don't use bad words against them, but they against me. That for that is para akshepadi sahanam. When they, good people or bad people, does not really matter, we said, but here we will take only the good people here. When we are going to accept, forbear whatever they say, the good people or bad people, whatever. Here, good people, if you are going to forbear, accept whatever they say, it is going to be good for you to correct yourself. So, para akshepadi sahanam, accepting whatever the others oppositions are, whatever their bad words are against us, that. Now, titikshoreva siddhyati, all these are possible only for the one who has forbearance. Sadhaneshvapi sarveshu titikṣa uttama sadhanam yatra vighnā palayante daivika api bhautikāha. Sadhaneshu api sarveshu titikṣa uttama sadhanam yatra vighnāः palayante daivika api bhautikāha. See, like when we saw Viveka is the best. Vairagya is the best. Shama is the best. Dama is the best. Now he is saying Titiksha is the best. Sarveshu api sadhaneshu. Among all the practices, all the spiritual practices, sadhana, spiritual practices. Titiksha uttama sadhanam. Forbearance is the best spiritual practice. Why? Yatra daivikaha bhautikaha api vighnāः palayante. Yatra, from where, from the practitioner of titiksha, forbearance, daivikaha bhautikaha, the godly and the worldly, bhautikaha. With api you can also include your body's sense organ complex. So the troubles created by the deities, daivikaha, troubles created by the elements, bhautikaha, troubles created by your body sense organ complex, ādhyātmika. All these three, api, with api you can include that also. All these three vighnā, all these obstacles, palayante, they run away. So that is why among all these sadhanas, the best sadhana is a titiksha. Okay, we'll see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.